Who the fuck is that guy?
I make my own moves, yeah, I'm bossing.
All weak bitches, please proceed to the exit.
Is there no one else? Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
We are not for the weak.
That whole thing was on. What's up, guys? Welcome to the new relaunch. Yeah. I don't know. I started that with like a gusto.
I know. I was like, yeah, okay.
Okay, he's got energy today. No, what's up, guys? Welcome to the brand new podcast. Me and Jay are about to start this up again. Well, not really again, but we're starting up the podcast. We're relaunching it, rebranding it. New name.
Yeah, new name, not for the weak, is what we decided.
That's what we landed on. It's hard to pick a name, dude.
It is.
Like, it was really hard because, like, there's so many podcasts out there nowadays.
Yeah. I'm really upset about the Not Your Average one. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, but that was too cool to be original.
That's true. Yeah, we had some other cool ones. Not that our name isn't cool currently, but we had, like, I had a list, Mooney had a list, and we were just kind of, like, brainstorming, and all the super dope ones were taken by not super dope podcast people.
So the worst part is when you see a name and it's taken by a podcast, and the podcast has like one episode.
Yeah,
and you're like,
it's almost like, should we just take that from them and make like it better than what they ever could have imagined?
Yeah. Oh well, we settled on a name, not for the weak. Really, kind of all encompassing, and you can relate it to anything: fitness, business, life. You know. The weak don't survive in any of those, you know. So that's what we settled on. I think I like it. It's pretty sick.
I feel like it really kind of represents like both of us. I mean, I can be a pussy sometimes, but
everybody can.
Everyone can be a pussy sometimes, but I think that for the most part, like, we're pretty savage-minded individuals when it comes to like training or like with business and things like that. Yeah. And me, sometimes I can be not inspirational, but I can be motivational as fuck. So
you have your moments.
I have my moments, yeah.
You have your moments when it's all clicking. And I'm like, oh shit. Jay was listening to some Gary Vee.
Gary Vee, man. He's the man.
But yeah, no, so the whole idea behind it is awesome. It's like, you know, you have to be a savage motherfucker to be successful nowadays.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
You can't just be sitting back and letting people, you know, dictate where you go in life. You have to kind of set out and do your own thing, and sometimes that involves making some tough decisions, and you can't be weak-minded, you can't be weak-willed if you want to succeed at that type of stuff. So I think the name really encompasses kind of our goals and our mindsets, and I think a lot of people will be able to relate to that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's key, you know, being relatable to people, you know, because we're all in this, you know, trying to accomplish all our goals, you know, like everyone's trying to do the same thing pretty much, you know, everyone wants to be successful in whatever that means to them, you know, whether that's like having a family or running a successful business or being a world record holder. Like everyone wants to be successful, or at least everyone everyone should want to be successful. I mean, you don't want to just be content with just letting life pass you by.
Yeah, I don't want to think that people would just want to chill and not want to progress. You know?
And those people, I don't want to associate with them.
Yeah. Maybe that's why we just assume that everyone would want to be.
Yeah, maybe that's you make that assumption like, oh, everyone wants to be successful. No.
I know. I'd say probably within like the first like 30 seconds of talking to someone, if like I want to talk to them again after our conversation is done. Dude, the amount of conversations I have with people where I just leave those conversations and I'm just like, wow, I don't want to. Hopefully, I don't see you again. That's toxic. Yeah,
and especially with like your job, working at the front desk.
Yeah,
like you interact with so many people on a daily basis, and it's like you can instantly tell whether or not like
absolutely
that person is about it.
Yeah.
You know, and as stupid as that is, you know, like everyone says, don't judge a book by its cover, but you can tell within like 30 seconds of talking to somebody whether or not where their intentions are and what you can get an idea of what their mindset is like.
Yeah.
But yeah. But I think the podcast will be good. We're going to relaunch it. We got some cool guests lined up. We're not going to stick to just fitness. We're going to have people from all different aspects, different business owners, fitness people, obviously, because we're both super passionate about fitness. Pretty much anybody that's just interesting. Anyone that has a cool story or cool insights, we're going to try to get them. So if you know anybody if you're listening right now and you know anybody that you think would be a good addition, like a good guest on this podcast, shoot us a DM, leave a comment below or something, and let us know, because we'd love to have them on. Even
if it's you, in fact, like if you even think you'd be a good guest, hit us up. Definitely send us a message.
Yeah, they don't even have to necessarily be well known. You know? Like I said, if they got a cool story or a cool message, I mean, that's all that matters. And being well known, that's irrelevant. You know?
Yeah.
Because there's a ton of different people that have amazing stories on a daily basis that like you would never know, you'd never hear about.
You go on their Instagram, they have like 200 followers, but they're like the greatest people ever. You know?
Right. Oh man, what's going on with you though, Jay? Because it's been a while since we've done podcasts.
Yeah, man,
it's been a long time. I see you on a daily basis, but people don't necessarily see you on a daily basis. So what's been going on with you since the last time we did this?
Well, for those of you who don't follow me on Twitter or follow me on Instagram, I haven't talked about it too much, but I am currently in the process of getting certified through NASM to become a personal trainer. And I've come to some realizations in life, some pretty big ones, I feel like, for me. I struggled for quite some time with like, what the fuck am I going to do with my life, right? Yeah. Like that was a big thing, man. And I'm like, I'm going to be 22 in like 6 months and, like 6 months. And, I was like, wow, dude, like what do I want to do with my life? I don't know 100% what makes me super happy. I don't know what I'm super passionate about. Like I know that I love fitness, and I could tell that I really enjoyed like talking to people, and specifically like talking to them about fitness and like helping others. And so I figured, I always kind of wanted to be a trainer.
Yeah. But
I always put it off, made excuses. And then finally I was like, fuck it, I need to just do it. I find that I'm at my peak of happiness helping other people.
Yeah.
So if I can help people change their lives, with getting started with weight loss or gaining weight or putting on, getting stronger or whatever they want to do, like that's amazing to me, because seeing other people happy about themselves makes me happy and makes me feel like I'm doing my job in the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're making an impact on somebody.
So I decided that I'm going to get certified, and I figure, go through NASM because they're awesome. And so I'm doing that right now. I've been studying. Some of it's hard. Some of it's confusing. Some of it isn't. Some of it, like, there's a lot of stuff that tells you just basically how to, like, interact with, like, clients and stuff like that. And things like that are fucking just... That's shit I already know.
Well, that's a huge thing about that and everyone thinks it's like, oh, the knowledge is the most important part. And the knowledge is important, but honestly, for the most people, it's the interaction and being approachable and actually being able to relay that knowledge.
Yeah.
Like, you can be the smartest fucking dude in the world and have all the certifications in the world, but if you have a shitty personality and you can't relay that knowledge to somebody else, or even be enjoyable to be around, like, you're not going to be successful as a trainer.
And that's like... And it always confused me when I saw trainers who didn't have that like connection with their clients. And like, I get it if you have a ridiculous amount of clients, like cool. But at the same time, like that's the job that you chose, you know what I mean? And I feel like having a job where you're helping others, like I don't want to just help people get better, like because I'm having them do 5 sets of this or 30 sets of that or however many reps. Like I want to get to know this person. I want to see, like, if you're having a shitty day, what the fuck's going on, bro? You know what I mean?
And that was when I was doing training at like the club.
Yeah,
I was doing it more of like a big box gym kind of thing. It actually ended up being more of a like a therapy session.
Absolutely,
like you end up listening because you have the same clients and you see them consistently throughout the week, every day, every week, every month, and so you get to know them and you get to know their lives, and like they end up starting to like kind of rely on you as kind of like that outlet after they had a shitty day. They like, I'm gonna go talk to James. I'm gonna go tell James because James will listen, and kind of not James has to listen. So it ends up becoming like a physical and mental therapy session. So that's important, and
it's amazing. And like with me talking to as many people as I do, working at a gym, you know what I mean? Like I genuinely care about like the members at the gym, and like, I can tell like if someone's coming in, like I see you every day. Yeah. If you come in and you're in a shitty mood, I know about it.
Yeah, you can tell.
And like I care about that, and I'm like, I would love to have like one-on-one sessions with people where I'm helping them get stronger and achieve like, very personal goals, but also get some shit off their chest because maybe they don't have that outlet to do that at home,
And that's also huge for that physical well-being too. Is the mental aspect, the stress, the cortisol involved in stress is super detrimental to making physical gains. It's super bad for the body overall in terms of like trying to look lean or trying to put on muscle or trying to recover from between workouts. If you're like super stressed mentally, it's going to affect you physically.
Absolutely.
And so I think a lot of people. Not so much nowadays, but because it's like that huge mental health push nowadays. But like people kind of underestimate the impact of the mental health on the physical health.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's cool, dude. That'll be awesome.
Yeah, I'm really excited for it. It's gonna be great, and I have terrible study habits, so I'm trying to get better at that. But fuck, it's hard, man. I was terrible in school. Yeah. Never did my homework. Never studied for shit. I winged most of high school. Yeah. But this is serious. This is different just because in high school in general, most of the shit they teach you is things I had zero interest in. Yeah. You know what I mean? And this is actually something I'm interested in, something I'm passionate about. It has to, this is going to help me help other people. Right. Algebra 2 is not going to help me help other people. You know what I mean? I don't need to know. There's just certain shit I don't need to really know, like, world cultures.
And not even necessarily that, but it's like you just don't have an interest in it.
I just don't have an interest in it. Like,
so it's way easier to study for something that you're passionate about, and it doesn't become necessarily work.
Yeah, exactly. And that's been one of my biggest things is like, I see a lot of people who work jobs that they hate, and it's like, God damn, like I never ever want to have a job that I hate, and I don't get paid a whole lot, at my job now, but I truly enjoy what I do. And because of that, like I've passed up like opportunities to have a better paying job because it was a job I was very uninterested in, and people are like, you're stupid, bro, get that money. And I'm like, I really would rather be happy. Like that's huge for me, So, and now because I've chose to do that, look, it's led me to the path where now I have plenty of time to study. Yeah. And
because of the job.
Because of the job. And I get all my meals in. Yeah. I can eat whenever I want. I get to communicate and talk to people on a daily basis. Like all this shit is shit that helps me. And when I do become a trainer, like these are people I already know, and my chances of having like bigger clientele like right out the gate is a lot higher than if I were to go work at a place where I don't have those interactions. I don't get to get my meals, and I don't get to study as much. Right. So.
And it's like it's honestly like it's just settling, and a lot of people end up settling because they don't think that there's an option. But if you kind of go pursue something that you're passionate about, it ends up leading you to other things. Like there's people talk about, I've heard Andy Frisella talk about it, but it's like when you pursue something like that you're interested in, the money will follow it. Yeah. Like if you just kind of go for the money right away, you're not going to get that enjoyment in life. Yeah. But if you go for something that you're actually interested in, eventually you may not start out making a lot of money. You may not be killing it right away, which is standard though. Yeah. But eventually, like it will lead to other opportunities, that open down the road, and people that you meet, like who knows, maybe you meet somebody, one of your clients, that opens up another door for you. And
that's another reason why I feel like it's so like important to build like personal relationships with like clients and just people in general, because you never know, you know what I mean? You never know what that person does, or, you know, if something happens to them that's great and you've made a huge impact, or maybe they think you've contributed to that and they're like, here you go, like I want you to be a part of this, or whatever the case is. Like, I don't know, interaction's important. Just like, being a good ass individual in general is important, but you know.
Well, a prime example of that is the work I do with Air 3.
Yeah.
Right? So I originally started out when I was training at this club. I was training Sterling's wife. So
that's cool.
Yeah. So, and through that, I met Sterling, who's one of the co-founders of Air 3, and it led to a whole, you know, mess of opportunities that Sterling's, you know, offered me working with Air 3, and through that, and so, like, that's a prime example of that. Mm-hmm. Like, that came about because I was training somebody.
Yeah, and imagine if you sucked.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if you had a shitty personality.
If I was just shitty to her. And then, like, that opportunity never would have came about.
Exactly, yeah.
You know? And sometimes I see that that's actually, like, the most successful trainers I've seen are not even necessarily the most knowledgeable.
Yeah.
You know? They have a good knowledge base, but they're not like PhDs or anything. It's because they have that total like package where they care about their clients. They want to see their clients successful, and they have their clients' best interests at heart.
Yeah, and
a solid base of knowledge with that is like unstoppable. Mm-hmm. Like, just look at like some of those most the ones from like The Biggest Loser, like Jen Wiederstrom. She got amazing. She cares about her clients and everything, and that's led her to all these other opportunities because of that. Man, that's exciting though. So, do you have a date set in that you're going to take the test?
Man, I want,
or like a timeline set in.
I kind of want to get the test. I want to take the test by December.
Yeah,
sometime in December.
Basically by the end of the year.
Basically by the end of the year, I would really like to, you know, even if I fail, I don't care. I just want to just study as if I'm going to pass, take the test, hopefully pass. If I don't, whatever, I'll retake it. Doesn't matter. But by the end of the year, man, that's a big goal for me. And then start 2019 off with a pretty big bang, I guess, for me. Like, that's a huge personal PR. I was just watching a video Larry Wheels just did on YouTube, and it talked about like personal records, because I guess he has a brand now called PR. Like
I think I saw that.
And he was talking about how it's more than just like gym PRs. It's more like life PRs and like things that you want to accomplish that you're proud of yourself doing.
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of people forget about those like small wins.
Yeah.
And to what most would be like kind of a small win, like, oh, like, cool, you're certified now. It's huge to me, especially since it's something that
somebody might not think that's that exciting.
Yeah. But for me, I'm like, fuck yeah, like, this is a huge step in life. And that's a really big life PR. Yeah. So that's a big win. So to me, that's starting 2019 off with a bang.
Right.
Because that's a really big step.
That makes that's a good one. But Alex Whitaker was actually just talking about that. Our buddy Alex up in West Coast Strength, he posted something on his story the other day, and he was talking about how he wrote out all these goals in all these different facets. Like, he had business goals, he had fitness goals, he had life goals, he had relationship goals, he had friend goals, and so like he had this list of these things that he wanted to accomplish. And if he ever felt like he was stuck going for one goal, like, I don't know, like maybe he had a strength goal and he wants to deadlift, I don't know what he deadlift, but let's say he wanted to deadlift like 800.
Yeah.
But he's like struggling to get there. He can, instead of getting negative in his mind and being like, oh, I'm never going to get this, like, this is taking forever, he has all these other goals in different aspects of his life that he's like, I'm going to pick one from a different category. I'm going to focus on that. I'm going to accomplish that. And then don't worry about it necessarily. It's all going to kind of fall in together as long as I'm accomplishing a goal and moving forward.
And I think that like a lot of that has to do with just like trusting the process, and then like allowing yourself to take those small victories. Yeah. I think both those things are things that a lot of people don't do, you know, and if you do that, awesome, great, you're on the right track. Yeah. But a lot of people don't trust the process, and they want like kind of like instant gratification. Like, I'm going to do a set of 10 for sit-ups, and I'm gonna have abs tomorrow. And then they don't have abs tomorrow, and they never train abs ever.
They think that that 10 sit-ups I did was waste because it didn't give me that.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, no, dude. It's like I watch a lot of Gary Vee. I watch a lot of Andy Frisella stuff, and they both say the same thing about like trusting the fucking process, regardless of the ups and downs. Because in life, in general, in life, and no matter what you do, even fucking walking down the sidewalk, you can have some ups and downs. Yeah. You could walk into a stop sign and it could annoy the fuck out of you. It doesn't mean your day's shitty, but that sucked. Yeah. You know what I mean? But
you gotta shake that off and you gotta finish that walk up the block.
Yeah, seriously. You're like, I'm gonna go to the store anyways. But it's a real thing, man. And small victories are really, to me mentally, like I feel like they're really just as important as big victories because they all clump together to make up for the overall win of life.
I would say they're more important than the big victories actually, because like without the smaller victories, like you're not gonna continue to work towards that big victory. So that big victory
that's
never
true.
happen without those small victories. Like it's like what you're saying. Like if you do that set of 10 sit-ups and you don't have abs tomorrow, like you're never gonna get to the point where you have abs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you have to do that. I'm gonna do 10 sit-ups today, and then I'm gonna do 10 sit-ups tomorrow, and then maybe it's like I'm gonna do 20 sit-ups tomorrow. Not saying that sit-ups get you abs, but like for this
example,
we're saying that. But yeah, like because like you said, if you give up on that and you don't come back the next day, then you're never gonna get to the big one. So you have to have those small victories. I was talking to this guy on Twitter the other day, actually, that this kid, I think he's a junior or senior in high school. And he's like 350 pounds, super out of shape.
Yeah.
Never really worked out before. And he was like asking me, he's like, what should I do? Like, what do I do? Like, I don't know how to work out. I don't know how to do any of this. And I was like, dude, first step, go get a gym membership. Like, just go there. Just get a membership because that's the first step, Mm-hmm. And then once you get that gym membership, just go there, do something, walk on the treadmill. Doesn't matter what you do, but do something. Get a little bit of a sweat going. There's trainers there that you can get some training help. There's YouTube. YouTube's got a ton of stuff. Bodybuilding.com's got a ton of like programs and stuff you can follow with like tutorials. Like just pick something, do it for 30 minutes, get a sweat going, and then do it the next day. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And eventually you build that habit. You do that enough days in a row, it becomes a habit.
It takes work.
And then it honestly, because it really doesn't matter as long as you're being active. The weight loss will happen. You just have to not just sit around.
Especially being like more of an overweight person.
Yeah. So like it doesn't matter what you do at this point in life, but you have to develop that habit of I'm going to the gym, I'm going to get a sweat going, and I'm going to do that consistently. 4 or 5 times a week. And eventually you build that habit, and then it becomes, I didn't go to the gym today, I need to go to the gym.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he actually just messaged me that. So he messaged me like 2 months ago, and I gave him that. And he messaged me like 3 days ago and was like, dude, I'm down 20 pounds.
That's crazy.
He's like, I got the gym membership, I've been going. And then it got to the point where he's like, I don't have a ride to the gym. Like he can't get to the gym during the week. But now he's working to save money so he can get a car so he can drive to the gym. So
that's
like
awesome.
It's led to this thing where he's like working towards all these goals, and it's like it's moving him in the right direction. Mm-hmm. And it all started from just that simple thing of just going to get a gym membership. Yep. Like he didn't have a gym membership. I was like, dude, go to get a gym membership. He's like, I don't have a ride there. I was like, well, when your grandma gets off work, have her give you a ride, go get a gym membership. And he's like, I'm going to go do that tonight. And he got a gym membership, and it started that whole cycle. Mm-hmm. And it's like just one small step. And now he's down 20 pounds. He's working on getting a car. He's doing all these things with his life now. Yeah. It's awesome but people sometimes get scared to take that first step. You know what I mean? Not that I talk about it a lot,
but I posted about it a lot on Twitter, and I had just a caption talking about taking steps, and that's a huge thing, man. Like people don't. They're like scared. It's like they think that first step is gonna fucking send them off a ledge.
Yeah. And
that's not the case. That's just like the fear of the unknown. And we all are scared of, things that are foreign to us, on being the fear of the unknown. It's a very real thing. Yeah. I am. Yeah. You know what I mean? At times. But that's really awesome. There was a girl who came in who struggles really, really bad with like anxiety and depression, and was just kind of like a recluse, like just hangs out in her home. And
this is at your gym?
Yeah. And she'd been like that for a long time. She had, traumatic things happen to her, and because of that, it caused her to go into like depression and stuff. And so she always stayed inside, and it started to affect her daughter and blah, blah, blah. Well, she came into the gym and she kind of opened up to me about it and talked about how she's scared to start working out, and she's scared to like be in here and do this stuff. And I basically had to tell her, like, look, like it's not even that you took one step, you took like 300 steps by coming in.
Yeah, just walking in
like
the door.
The fact that you're here talking to me who you don't even know.
Right.
Talking to me about what's going on in your life, wanting to sign up, wanting to start basically a new life.
Yeah.
Like it's amazing. And I talked to her for probably 2 hours and just told her, like, what you're doing is such an incredible thing, because most people will let their depression or let things in their life cripple them.
Right.
And it's not even the fact that you're going to start working out. It's the fact that you're going to take a step out of your damn door and branch out and say, fuck you, I'm going to overcome this. Yeah. I told them, like, it's extremely impressive. I've been there. Like, I know what it's like. Like, that's huge. And it basically just like changed the whole life around. And I don't see her much because she comes in the mornings.
Yeah.
But I'm just happy that she comes, and
she's coming.
I'm glad that she did that. And like, that's the type of people I love interacting with. And that's just how you have to be.
Yeah.
Like, if someone like that who can do it, someone who struggles with, depression, anxiety, like, those are very real things. Those are things that really, truly affect people. I've struggled with depression for a while, and and I have anxiety actually bad sometimes, but if it wasn't for getting into fitness at all, if it wasn't for forcing myself to interact with people and build friends and build like a family and a base of just like support, and find out people aren't that shitty, and like, I have amazing people who love me and support me. Like, if I didn't know about like this lifestyle that I live now, fuck, dude, who knows where I'd be. Right. So it's really cool being able to talk to her and relate to her on that level. And that's just anyone out there. I think anyone out there who's going through anything, it doesn't have to be depression or anxiety, like anything in general that's hard in life, like, just take that first step to just tell yourself that you don't have to let it cripple you,
Even just telling yourself, I'm not going to let this cripple me.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a step right there. Like, that's
and that goes back to small fucking victories, bro.
Small victory, and it'll compound. It's like a snowball effect.
Yeah.
And no, it's huge, and that's awesome. Just the fact that she walked in, and now that she's coming consistently, I bet her mood's improving. Like,
absolutely.
And she's probably meeting more people, making more friends, and like, it's an overlooked aspect.
Yeah.
The small victories are major, dude. Way major,
Yeah.
That's some deep shit, man.
Well, it's true. It's cool shit, man. It's like just regular shit I always think about, like, and I'm so glad that we decided to like relaunch this or do this or whatever. And I think it's really cool, just because there's so much shit that I think about on like a daily basis, where I'm just like, man, I just want to like, I should talk about it, but I never fucking do. But having this is great, because now I get to talk about like shit like that. You know what I mean? Like,
hopefully it helps, at least one person,
Yeah. If you're listening and it helps you, awesome.
Even if it only helps one person, that's a small victory, dude.
Absolutely, yeah. Everyone, man. Everything is a victory.
What's going on besides the NASM thing? So the NASM thing's going on. What, you got any other goals going? Anything else you're working on?
That's like probably my biggest goals right now. I guess in terms of like fitness related goals. October was a pretty hard month for me. Yeah. I surrounded by candy, shitty food.
Bro, this time of year
this time of year, man, it's been rough. So I hit a pretty big wall. I ended up putting 10 pounds on. For those who don't know, I have been trying to lose weight for what, like 5-6 months now? 5 months?
It's been since May, at least May.
Almost a whole year.
Before May.
Wow.
It's been like 6 or 7 months now.
So it's been like 6 or 7 months. When I first started trying to lose weight, I was like 285, 290. And it started off as a bet to do it. And so I started meal prepping. I started just training differently. I started, incorporating a lot more cardio, just eating clean, never fucking like tracking macros, which was something I never ever did. I didn't even know what the fuck macros meant. I didn't know what my carbs, my fats, my protein intake. I didn't know any of that shit was supposed to be at. I didn't even know how to calculate how many calories I was supposed to eat. But I've been doing it for a while now, and I got all the way down from 285, 290. I got down to 245. October hit me hard. October hit me with a steel toe boot, and again I put on about 10 pounds, and I was like, "Fuck this." I'm starting to hate the way I look again, just because I know that this 10 pounds is a 10 pounds I got from shit food, candy and chocolates,
it's
pizza.
Not like a good 10 pounds. It's
not a good 10 pounds. So I'm back to meal prepping. I'm back to eating clean. I'm back to training hard, training consistently. And it actually ended up working out pretty good. I feel like it almost had like kind of a reverse dieting effect on me. I feel,
it probably did, yeah. I
feel really full. Yeah. I feel good. I'm back down to like, I ended up going up to like 257, 258. I'm back down to like 254, 255. So it's only been a week.
Yeah.
Obviously you don't see changes overnight, but I feel better. So that's huge for me.
Well, some of that weight was probably water weight.
Some of it, yeah, a lot,
and just it's amazing what just a week of just getting back on track.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. And so I feel good. So I mean, in terms of that, I really still kind of want to see what I can do with my body, how I can transform myself.
How low are you trying to get?
As low as I can get, I guess. Like as comfortable to where
is
I'm
there
like
a point where you're like, oh, I'm gonna be like, nah, I want to start.
I'll maybe like 235.
Okay.
I don't want to go below 235. I don't really think there's a reason for me to go below 235. And when I was dropping below 250, like 246, I was kind of starting to lose like strength, like quite a bit, like a lot of it,
right? To
where weight was even starting to feel like different on my body, like deadlifts started like feeling different, like how it was like loading my body. I was like, oh, this feels like weird.
You're changing your leverages when you're losing.
Absolutely,
so like all those compound movements are going to change. Like I find that with me all the time when I drop below, like if I drop below like 240, my bench just goes down just because my chest starts to get smaller. I have a lot longer to go. My leverages are different. So it affects my bench big time when I drop weight.
Yeah. Dude, my bench, trust me, I know. It's crazy. My bench is so bad. It's ridiculous.
But it's probably going to be good though for you to put on that weight and then lose it again. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. You kind of like re-upped your metabolism.
Exactly. Yeah. And so I'm excited about it. Other goals I kind of have is I really want to just like consistently pull 600. I've only pulled 600 one time. That's it. I've never been able to pull it again. The closest I've got is 585. Just recently, I only pulled 575. I think all around for all three compounds, I really want to just like start improving in those areas.
Are you going to compete in anything?
Yeah, I want to. God, I don't know.
2019? No.
2019, yeah. I'd like to do a meet. I would like to get over 5 on squats, over 6 on deads, and high 3s, like a 375, 385 bench would be nice. I know for the state of Oregon, the records for my age, weight, division, and for raw, it's like 385 bench, 710 deadlift, and a 529 squat.
So
if by 2019, if I could squat like 535, it'd be a state record. I won't pull 710 in 2019.
That's a pretty big jump.
2020, I will.
Cool.
That's a goal. Pull 700. But for right now, I'm just focusing on consistently being able to pull 600. And 385 is the bench record. So if I could do like even 387 would be, I'll take it as a win.
That'd be cool, dude.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to do a meet. I'm thinking about doing a meet too in 2019. My goal for 2019 is actually to do a bunch of competition. I want to do a bodybuilding show, a powerlifting meet, like a Spartan race. I forget what the other one was. A CrossFit competition and a marathon.
Yikes, a marathon.
So I want to do those 5.
Yeah.
Because I've never done them all in one year before. I think that'd be kind of cool. Do them all.
I'm down to do a Spartan race, like I said.
Yeah, we got our little Spartan race team that we're putting together. Like you, me,
Ella. Yeah. She seemed pretty down.
No, Ella's down.
Yeah.
So we got 3. We might need a couple more. I don't know. I don't even know what a Spartan race team looks like.
I don't even know
what
a Spartan race looks like. I follow a lot of people on Instagram
They look
who
fun.
do Spartan races, and they look like a blast, man.
Somebody was telling me I need to do, I think it was a Tough Mudder, because Tough Mudder's longer. I think Tough Mudder's like an actual like 26 miles maybe, or 13 miles. I was like, nah, that seems like too long, dude.
That's like crazy. That's a lot. Oh my god.
Dan was telling me, he's like, yeah, you need to do a Tough Mudder because they're longer. And you have to run further between obstacles. I was like, nah, I don't care about the running. I just want to do the obstacles.
Yeah. We ain't trying to.
I'm not trying to do 2 marathons.
Now, that's a lot, man. That's a lot to do in the course of a year.
Yeah. But I feel like
do you think you're going to be able to like proficiently train for each event?
Yeah, because
do you think you'll be
I
able
feel
to?
like I'm gonna do the meet early in the year, like January, February, and then
New Forever Songs meet.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing a meet in maybe February, and then right after that, I think I'll do like a bodybuilding show, like maybe classic physique or men's physique, men's bikini. So I think I'll be all right. Like I'll give myself like 12 weeks to prep for that and focus on some bodybuilding training. I'm assuming that like I'm not going to put on a ton of weight for the powerlifting meet. Like I'm still going to stay around like I'm not going to go over 242.
Yeah. Really.
So
have you ever competed over 242?
No,
I wouldn't think so.
Yeah. So I'm not going to put on a ton of weight, and I'm assuming I'm going to stay fairly lean still. So I'll be all right to prep for a bodybuilding show after that. Like I may not be super successful in the bodybuilding show just because I don't know how much size or symmetry I can develop in 12 versus 13 weeks or whatever. But I'm gonna do that, and then I'll give myself a little recovery. I'll probably do the Spartan race or the CrossFit competition next, and then I'll finish the year with like the marathon, like because the marathon I'll probably drop some weight, significant weight.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'll do the marathon after the bodybuilding show. I don't know, because I'll already be lean.
True.
So who knows? But that's my goal. I want to do all 5 of those. I think that'd be cool. Kind of get outside the box and just challenge myself. Give me something to train for, really, honestly.
Yeah.
Because like I haven't done a competition since 2016. Like I haven't done any competition stuff since 2016. And so like my training and my diet is on point for the most part, but like never like super consistent.
Yeah.
And like it's hard to train for stuff when you don't have something to train for.
Yeah. To just train, just to train, it can be
super hard
yeah.
all the time with no clear cut like I have goals, like I want to deadlift 700, I want to squat, mid 5.
Yeah.
Like I have goals, but like it's easy to let other things get in the way.
Yeah.
And it's also easy to be like, dude, I feel beat up, I'm going to take some time. But if you have something you're working for, it's like, I'm beat up, but I have 6 weeks before my competition.
Yeah.
Like I can't slack up, so I think that'll be good having that. And that's kind of what my goal for 2019 in terms of like fitness is. Like I want to focus on that type of stuff, do different shit that like don't just stick in one area. And then we're reopening the gym. For those of you that don't know, we closed Gunsmith Strength Performance because of we were moving. We moved out of that building. We moved to a different building, our headquarters. And so we're reopening the gym. We're moving to a better location. We're going to offer some more services through that gym. We're just waiting on the building right now. So the landlords have been kind of dragging their feet every step of the process, so it's been taking a lot longer than we expected. It was originally only supposed to be like a 1 month downtime, but hopefully by January 1 the new gym will be open. It'll be sweet. I'm excited for that.
That's super
exciting.
exciting.
Rebrand it too as well, so make it a little bit more not commercial, but we're going to make it a little bit more like accessible to more people. I think that would be cool. But yeah, and then just that's the business goals at the moment right there, focusing on that and doing a lot more continuing education. Like while you're studying for your NASO, I'm doing, and that's the thing too, is like going back to the training and the education and working, like you always have to be like working on like learning other stuff. Like it's easy to first, especially like I don't want to generalize, but I feel like a lot of trainers, they'll just get their one cert and they'll be like, I'm good, you know, like I know everything, like start selling meal plans online, I'm good.
Like, online coaching.
Yeah, like online coaching, I'm about to make it big. But then they don't do a whole lot of continuing education. Like they don't work on like honing their craft as much.
Yeah. And
so like I've been doing a lot of that, a lot of continuing education. I did some tactical training with Exos.
That's dope.
And I'm going to a big seminar in Austin at the beginning of December. Pretty excited for that. Power athlete with John Wellborn. And so just working on doing a few more of those before the first quarter of 2019 is over, and trying to work on my craft.
Yeah, that's good. And that's like something that's really important too, is like I feel like anyone who really gives a fuck about what they're doing, what their thing is in life, should always want to get better at it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Should never think, okay, I'm the best that I can possibly be at this. Like you should always push to get better in your area. Yeah. Always. And like, especially for training, fuck, dude, there's so many different types of training styles and different types of training things. And
there's
all these things that you can learn.
It's
like one, like there's so much I'm learning just from NASM.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa.
And that's only one.
And that's one
little niche
of this whole huge cloud of information. It's amazing.
There's no way to know all the information that's out there regarding fitness and nutrition and training and mobility and all the stuff involved. I think my buddy DJ Strong Camps. He said it best when he's like, dude, if your personal trainer doesn't have a trainer, then like you need to get a new personal trainer. Yeah. Like
well, that should say something.
Yeah,
too,
like
kind of,
if your trainer doesn't have somebody that they're working with to better themselves, like if they're not either going to seminars or taking more certifications, or if they don't have their own coach, like somebody that they look to, then you're kind of working with somebody that you shouldn't be working with, because they're not. They don't have your best interests at heart, because they're not trying to improve their craft. Because if they improve their craft, then your results will improve.
Exactly.
You know? But if they don't even care about improving their craft, they don't give a shit about you. Like,
well, and
flat out.
It's the truth, man. And like, it's the same with like the types of people. It's the same with the types of people in the gym who think that they know everything.
Oh my God.
And all you're trying to do is help, or even like say, you know, hey, maybe you should do this, or hey, maybe you should, or try doing this, and they're just like, fuck you, I can do that. Dude, I know people who are like that, and it's so frustrating to me, because like I'm a powerlifter. I've been powerlifting for a while, so I know how to deload. I know how to do like small peaks for a meet and stuff like that. And there are people who are trying to get stronger and trying to like kind of venture off into that world, and like, okay, how do I do that? And I'll try and help them, and they'll just like not listen and do whatever they think that they can do, because they think that they know more than I do, and maybe about certain things they do, but it's like, you're not a powerlifter.
Right.
I know from experience, I know from actual doing programs, being a part of a system, following
how to get stronger,
how to do this.
The deload thing, just in general, is huge. And then a lot of people...
Yeah, if you deload wrong, it can fuck your whole meetup.
Not even just fuck your meetup, but like, if you don't deload, like, you're not necessarily going to reach your potential.
Exactly.
You may, especially like when you're younger, you can get away with that. You can get away without deloading for the most part, you know, like just because you're young and your body's resilient. But like as you age and progress, you need those deloads. And people... a lot of people don't realize that, you know, and that just goes back to knowledge base, you know, like if you are surrounded by people that don't deload, and you grow up in that area, and then you become the type of person that doesn't deload, you know. So but being receptive to other people offering advice
is important. It's really important.
That's a fine line though, because like I'll get it all the time on social media. Yeah. People will throw stuff out there like, you know, like I'll give you an example. So I was doing like some box jumps. Yeah. And I posted, this was a long time ago. I posted this on Instagram. I think I did like it was a running start into a box jump. right? And somebody commented on there and is like, why are you doing it from a run? Like, my brother does it from a standstill and he goes higher than you. And
sick.
But it's like, why are you doing it from a run? Like, you need to do it from a standstill. And I'm like, I do in my head, I'm like, I understand kind of what you're saying. Like, yeah, doing it from a standstill is more important, more impressive, whatever. But this is part of my program. Yeah. Like, I'm not just doing this by itself. I'm doing other things. Yeah. Like, so it's a fine line. Like, if you came up to me and like, dude, I don't think you should do the running thing. Like, you should work on this, this, and this. But you say it in like a respectable manner. Yeah. Like, then that's one thing. But like, if you're just coming out and like, dude, you're doing it wrong.
I think that's one of the hardest things to do is give like constructive criticism.
Oh, it is.
Because it's almost like, how the fuck do you do that? Like, I see people do shit wrong in the gym all the time. And sometimes I'm like, should I talk to them and just like be nice? Like, but I don't know who they are. Like, I don't know if they're gonna take that as, oh, Jay's a fucking asshole.
Yeah, he doesn't know. He doesn't think I know how to train. Yeah. He was insulting me.
It's like, no, dude. It's like, I literally just know that you're doing this not right.
Yeah,
like you're getting zero. Like, this is
dangerous, or there's a better way of doing it.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. And everything. That's another thing that's hard, because like in fitness, like everything
it's ego based.
Is ego based, and it's just like, well, what works like specifically for you? And then there's like that science aspect of it. Like, no, this is how your body should be positioned for this specific movement to get maximum growth in that area that you're trying to target. And then it's like, well, if that doesn't work for me, it's like, it's science that does work.
Yeah. No, and but it is ego based, because it's very hard to. I don't know. The gym is an intimidating area.
Yeah,
it's a very alpha area. So like, everybody wants to be the top dog. Like, for the most part, everyone wants to be the top dog. So like, if you come up and you start questioning what somebody's doing, or
it's like a challenge.
It's basically like you're challenging somebody. And even if that's not the intention, but that's just how it comes. Yeah, that's just how people perceive it. And I experienced that when I was working at like a corporate gym. And I would see people all the time. I'd see all these older guys come in, like 50s, 60s, and they're doing the machines completely wrong, or just doing some weird shit. And I'm just like, maybe at the beginning I was like, oh, okay, like, it's part of my job. I'm supposed to educate people. So I'm like starting to tell these people, you should do it like that. You should do it like this. But immediately, like, shut off. Like, no, dude, this is how I'm doing it. I've done it for like this for 60 years. Blah blah blah. Like,
it's like, how are you gonna tell someone?
You can't tell, and it becomes such a negative experience just overall. Like, even if you approach them super nice, some people just don't want to listen, and so it's a very fine line. Like,
you got to pick and choose.
Yeah, you got to pick
who actually cares, and who's like.
And also the time frame of what you're doing. Like, if you're coming up mid-set and you're, offering advice, like, dude, wait till I'm done with the set, or wait till I'm like getting some water, and be like, hey,
And that kind of follows like just gym etiquette. Like, just don't fuck with someone's set, man. If I'm in the middle of doing a set, do not come up to me and wait for me to fit. Like, it just, dude. I used to train at the Y. And there was a kid who used to come up to me, middle of my I'm benching. I'm literally pressing, and my headphones are in, and I'm looking at him, and he's talking to me. I don't know what he's saying, but he's
you can't hear
him. I'm like, the audacity.
This motherfucker.
And I slam rack my weights because I'm upset.
Rip it out of your ear.
And I'm just like, what's up, dude? And they're like, hey, how do you do this? And I'm just like, man... Could you have just waited?
Like, I had 2 more reps, dude.
Like, I'm trying to see you from afar and like let you know I'm training, and to walk over when I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, when I finish my set, then approach me, but don't sit there and wait for me. This isn't school, okay? Like, approach me at a different time. I do that so much when I
get out of my line of sight,
dude. I have questions all the time that I have to ask people, and I'll walk and I'll notice, oh, they're working out.
Yeah.
I'm going to
I'm
not going to try and talk to you while you're fucking max deadlifting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or squatting.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to wait for you to be done, or if you're resting for a certain amount of time, I'm going to talk to you then. I was leg pressing, and this dude came up to me, and he's like, talking to me while I'm leg pressing with my girlfriend. And he was like, so why do you do this, bruh? And I was like, what do you
Is
mean?
that how he actually sounded?
Yeah, it's how it's exactly. Yeah, he's the worst. And he was like, yeah, bro, like I'm just trying to figure out like why you like leg pressing. And, like it's just like my accessory movement, like it's what I'm doing.
I want to do it.
After says I want to do it. It's I don't know, like good. You should leg press on your leg days for the most part. He's like, oh, like I'm just wondering, like why do you have like 3 plates on? Like why not put 4 plates on? And I'm just like, oh my god, dude,
I'm in the middle of my set, bro.
I'm literally like. Get away from me, fuck.
It's already a compromised position, just sitting there with your butt up in the air.
I know, like being like feeling all awkward and shit, and you're like looking down at me creepily, talking to me.
Your nuts are in my face, basically.
Yeah. Like imagine if your spotter, imagine if you're benching and your spotter's talking to you, trying to talk, and your nuts are just like, like their nuts are just like slapping your forehead while he's talking to you.
Dude, Chrissy actually posted a video like a couple months ago. She was working out at the club, and she was actually filming her workout, and she's doing like some tricep pushdowns, and in the middle of it, this old dude comes up and starts offering her advice, like in the middle of her set. She's like, and then you see the dude walk up and start talking to her, and she stops, pulls out her headphones, and like,
I just can't believe
just gym etiquette, man. Like,
but that's like simple shit. That's literally like common sense. Like, do you think
some people
that's appropriate? That's low key disrespectful. Like you don't give a fuck about their training session.
100%.
And like some people might, like some of you guys may be like, wow, dude, you're being a little ridiculous. But it's like, honestly, bro, you go do something and then have someone talk to you in the middle of your fucking set. It's annoying. Yeah. It is.
That's what rest breaks are for.
I'm 1,000,000% down to talk to you and chit chat. Believe me, I'm the fucking king of bullshitting in the gym.
Oh, yeah.
I am.
I've seen your workouts.
Yeah, you've seen my work. Hey, they're not always that bad, you guys. But I do it at an appropriate time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I will always talk to you if you want to talk, but I will talk to you when I am resting.
And it's like, also, it's like the universal sign of don't talk to me when you have your headphones in. Like, if your headphones are in, like, that's why when I get done with my set, I'll take one headphone off. Yeah. Like, now is acceptable.
Yeah, exactly.
Now is
that's a thing.
Like, you can approach me now. Mm-hmm. My headphone, one ear is exposed, but if both headphones are on, don't talk to me.
And like veterans in the gym, in the fitness industry know, because 2 bros will work out next to each other and one will take their headphone out and wait for the other bro to take their headphone out, because the other bro, when he sees that, knows that you want to talk to them after their set, so then they will do the same thing.
It's an acceptable thing, yeah.
How many times have we worked out together and I've taken my headphone off and then you'll like continue training and then you'll take your earphone off because you know that I'm going to say something stupid to you.
Yeah, because you're not going to talk to somebody with their headphones in.
It's a thing. And there's only one reason why you would take yours out, working out with somebody.
Fucking dude, we need to write a book. Gym etiquette right there.
Gym etiquette.
That's like rule. That's commandment number 1 of the gym right there.
Fuck, man.
After wiping up your ball sweat.
Also, please, people, wipe your ball sweat off the seats. I'm not trying to hop onto a row and see 2 nuts just stained into the seat. It's terrible. I always look at it, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, I was deadlifting yesterday, and I threw the bumper plates on because I didn't want it to be super loud.
Yeah.
And the bumper plate looked like it had been, it looked like it was humid in there. It was just like glistening with sweat. And I was like, ugh. Somebody should have wiped this.
I do that all the time. Like, there'll be like sweat stains that will just like stay on like a bench, and I'll like walk past it and I'm like, ugh, like please clean that. Like, it's my job to clean it.
Yeah. And
that's okay. But like, also just do your job as a human being.
Just don't be a nasty motherfucker.
Or like people whose head hella sweats and they'll do like military press and then just leave and you have like big head sweat dripping down the seat. That's so disgusting. I'm like, oh,
there's like the low drop, like coming all the way down.
That's the worst when you see it dripping, like it's saturated.
It's not just the imprint; it's the actual drippage.
Yeah, I'm like, or like you see their imprint of whatever T-shirt they're wearing in the seat. It's like, you can clean that.
Yeah,
like, come on. You know you're sweating enough when you see what shirt you're wearing on the seat after you have left.
Props to that guy though for sweating that much.
Yeah, definitely.
He's putting in work.
I
just
think
needs to clean that shit the fuck up.
Specifically, the person I'm thinking of in general has a pretty greasy head. Like, he just comes in grease balled up. So it makes me extra grossed out when I see that stain on the specific bench. I put on gloves to wipe that shit. I empty a whole bottle of cleaner extra. Super extra, bro. Get my safety goggles on and everything.
Oh man, dude. Ugh. That makes me gag just thinking about it.
It's super nasty.
Ugh. Yeah. So here's the takeaways from this. You know, screw the small victories. The most important thing you just learned today is don't talk to somebody with their headphones in.
Yes.
And wipe up your nasty ball sweat.
Yes. And if your head is greasy, wipe that up too. Wear a motherfucking do-rag or something.
Don't have a greasy head.
Don't have a greasy head. Wash your hair.
Wash your goddamn hair. Oh man. Well,
that's funny.
That was a good one. I think that's a good way to end this.
Yeah.
We'll end it on ball sweat and greasy hair.
Ball sweat and greasy hair.
Well, I'm looking forward to this. I think this will be good. We're gonna get some sick guests coming up. I'm pretty excited about it. Pretty stoked. Got some people in mind already that I think will be top notch.
Yeah.
People just have to be consistent with fucking scheduling.
Yeah.
Because the last time we did this, we had some solid guests booked, but it was just hard as fuck to actually lock them down. But yeah, we got some cool guests coming up. I'm excited. We're going to start uploading weekly, consistently. Swear to God, it will be up weekly.
Yeah, this is no bullshit, guys. We're pretty serious about this.
We're dedicated.
There is absolutely no reason that we should go 7 days without filming anything. Yeah. I think that the location is like everything is perfect right now.
Yeah. The new podcast location, we're set up. We don't have the full studio set up yet, but that is coming next week. But we have this shit locked in. Yeah. We got everything else is ready to go. We're going to be consistent with this. We'll at least have one up a week. Maybe we'll get to the point where we actually have 2 up a week.
That'd be cool, yeah.
That would be cool to get into the point where we actually have 2 up a week. But for right now, we're committing to once a week. What day is it going to drop, Jay? Wednesdays? We could either drop it Wednesdays or Mondays are good days to, I think. Yeah. Beginning of the week start. Yeah, especially with, I feel like we'll drop them on Mondays.
Yeah, that's a good time, man. Yeah. That's
consistently.
Awesome. Yeah, on the YouTube. Consistently on Mondays, you guys.
It'll be up on the YouTube, it'll be up on Spotify, and it'll be up on Apple iTunes. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a review because it will really help the podcast grow. If you have ideas of guests you want us to have on in the future, shoot us a DM, let us know. Like I said, they don't have to be super well known. As long as they got a cool story and cool background, we can Skype them all in.
Yeah, and a little bit of homework for you guys. Go tell a friend. Go tell someone if you enjoyed this. If anything that we talked about today meant anything at all to you, and you think that it could mean something to someone else, by all means share it with them. Talk about it. Do whatever, because that helps them, that helps you, and it helps us. And we appreciate it. So
yeah, we appreciate it. Also, while we're on the topic of administrative shit, gunsmithbrand.com. We got big Black Friday sale coming up, big Cyber Monday sale coming up. We're trying to clear out all of our inventory. Like literally all of it has to go because we're going to do a bunch of brand new stuff in 2019. But in order to do that, we want to clear out everything in our warehouse. So we're going to have some killer sales. We got a bunch of cool stuff. Limited sizes right now on the stuff that's on the site, but we got a bunch of hats, super sick hats on the site. And like I said, the big sale coming up. So gunsmithbrand.com. Anything else?
Nope. Just don't miss out on that sale. It really is, because once that's done, then it's done.
Once all that stuff's gone, we're not restocking that.
Yeah.
Anyway, follow us on social media. My social media is at James Mooney GC.
And then mine is at Jeremy New GC, and it's the same for my Instagram and my Twitter are the same. So if you can find me on Instagram, you can find me on Twitter.
Yep, same here. All right, appreciate you guys for listening. Stay savage, my friends.
That's dope. That's a